Have you ever wondered why some people live well into their 90s, still gardening, dancing, and laughing with friends, while others seem to fade far too soon? It's easy to assume it's all about genetics or luck, but the truth might surprise you. In fact, many older adults face hidden lifestyle habits and emotional patterns that quietly chip away at their health, and they don't even realize it. But here's the good news. Once you understand what these invisible traps are, you can avoid them. And by doing so, you might just add years, not to mention quality, to your life. Hello there, dear friend. I'm so glad you're here today. Whether you're in your 60s, 70s, or even well into your 80s, it's never too late to make changes that can deeply impact your health and happiness. Today, we're going to talk about 5 surprising reasons why many seniors struggle to live past 80. These aren't the usual culprits you hear about all the time, like diet or smoking. These are more subtle, often overlooked factors that can sneak up on us with age. And more importantly, I'll share simple, practical things you can do to steer your life in a brighter, healthier direction. So grab a cup of tea, get comfortable, and let's explore this together. Number 1, the hidden danger of isolation. You might not think of loneliness as something dangerous, but for older adults, it can quietly chip away at both health and happiness. It's more than just feeling a little down or wishing you had company. Long-term social isolation has been shown to raise the risk of heart disease, stroke, cognitive decline, depression, and even premature death. In fact, studies from institutions like Harvard and the National Institute on Aging reveal a startling truth. Loneliness can be just as deadly as smoking 15 cigarettes a day. That's because our bodies are wired for connection. When we feel truly alone for too long, the stress response kicks in, elevating cortisol, increasing inflammation, and putting pressure on the heart and immune system. It also affects the brain. Prolonged isolation can lead to the shrinking of the hippocampus, the part of the brain tied to memory and learning. This can speed up dementia and make daily tasks feel harder. And here's the tricky part. Isolation often creeps in slowly. After retirement, the loss of a partner, or children moving away, the phone rings less, days blend together, going out starts to feel like a chore. Before you know it, you're spending most of your time alone, and your body feels the weight of that, even if your mind tells you it's just part of getting older. So what can you do to protect yourself? Start simple. Call a friend or neighbor once a week. Join a walking group, art class, or book club at your local community center. Try volunteering for a cause that matters to you. If you have family far away, ask them to show you how to video chat. It's easier than it sounds. Remember, connection doesn't have to be grand or complicated. Even small, consistent social interactions can make a huge difference. Reaching out may feel uncomfortable at first, but the reward is a longer, healthier, and more joyful life. Number 2, sitting too much, even if you're active once a day. Many older adults proudly start their day with a morning walk or a bit of gentle exercise, and that's fantastic. But here's a lesser-known truth. Being active once a day isn't enough if the rest of the time is spent sitting. Studies now show that long, uninterrupted periods of sitting, especially as we age, can be just as harmful as smoking or having a poor diet. That's because extended sitting slows blood circulation, reduces muscle activity, and can even contribute to insulin resistance. This raises the risk of conditions like heart disease, type 2 diabetes, and deep vein thrombosis. And it doesn't matter how active you are in the morning. If you sit for the next 6 hours watching TV, reading, or even doing puzzles, your body is still at risk. That's because human physiology depends on regular movement to keep everything functioning, from your joints to your heart to your brain. Here's what happens during long periods of sitting. Your leg muscles switch off. Blood flow slows, which can cause swelling and clotting. Calorie burning drops significantly. Posture worsens, which can lead to back and neck pain. So, what can you do to protect yourself? Set a gentle timer every 30 to 60 minutes to remind yourself to stand, march in place during commercials, or while waiting for your tea to brew. Do light tasks like dusting or stretching while listening to the radio. Stand up during phone calls or try seated exercises if mobility is limited. Real-life inspiration. Mary, 76, loved crossword puzzles and TV mysteries, but after experiencing leg cramps, her doctor suggested 3-minute activity breaks every hour. She began walking laps around her kitchen during commercial breaks. It felt small, but within a month, her energy increased and her legs stopped aching. Remember, it's not just about moving once a day, it's about moving throughout the day. Even tiny movements can add up to a big difference in how you feel and how long you thrive. Number 3. Carrying regret like a heavy suitcase. As we grow older, it's natural to look back on life with a reflective heart. But for many, those reflections come with a quiet ache, regret. Maybe it's a decision you wish you'd made differently. Maybe it's words left unsaid, or time lost with someone who mattered. These memories don't just stay in the past. They can linger in the body and mind, silently weighing you down. Regret is more than a feeling. It's a form of stress. And when it's held onto for years, it can lead to real health problems. Studies show that persistent emotional stress, like regret, can contribute to high blood pressure, weakened immunity, disrupted sleep, and even heart conditions. It can also lead to anxiety and depression, making daily life feel heavier than it needs to be. The mind replays these moments like a film stuck on loop, often with harsh self-judgment. But here's the truth. Regret doesn't change the past. It only steals joy from the present. So, how do you begin to let go of something that's been with you for so long? Start small. Writing a letter to your younger self is a powerful exercise. You can express forgiveness, compassion, or even just understanding. You don't need to send it or show it to anyone. Just getting the words out can bring peace. Next, try talking to someone. Sometimes saying things out loud releases the burden in a way silent thinking never can. Whether it's a close friend, a counselor, or even a support group, sharing your feelings makes them lighter. And don't forget to balance your reflections. For every regret you carry, there's something you've done right, something kind, brave, or beautiful. Make a habit of noticing those things too. Like Eleanor calling her sister after 30 years, the smallest step can open the door to healing, because no matter your age, you still deserve peace. And that peace starts with forgiveness, especially the kind you give yourself. Number 4, poor sleep and the "I'm just getting older" excuse. Many older adults chalk up poor sleep to aging. That's just how it is after 70, they say. But while it's true that sleep patterns change with age, chronic poor sleep is not a normal or healthy part of getting older. In fact, accepting it as unavoidable can quietly sabotage your health over time. When you don't sleep well, your body misses out on critical processes that happen during deep rest. Your brain doesn't clear toxins as efficiently. Your immune system weakens. Your blood pressure may stay high, and your memory, it gets foggier. That's why sleep problems in seniors are closely linked to cognitive decline, heart disease, weight gain, and even a shortened lifespan. And yet, millions of seniors continue to suffer in silence, blaming age instead of addressing the real issue. Let's be clear. Better sleep is still possible and worth the effort. One of the biggest culprits? Inconsistent sleep schedules. Going to bed and waking up at random times throws off your internal body clock. The fix? Choose a consistent bedtime and wake-up time, even on weekends. This trains your body to expect sleep and wakefulness at the right times. Another issue? Evening screen time. Watching TV or scrolling through a tablet before bed exposes you to blue light, which tricks your brain into thinking it's daytime. Try turning off screens an hour before bed and reading a physical book or listening to soft music instead. Your sleep environment also matters. A cool, dark, quiet room helps your body wind down. Consider blackout curtains, white noise machines, or even a warm bath before bed to signal that it's time to relax. And don't underestimate sunlight during the day, especially in the morning. Natural light resets your circadian rhythm and helps your body produce melatonin at night. Poor sleep is not just a minor inconvenience, it's a major threat to your long-term health and quality of life. Don't settle for tossing and turning. With a few small changes, better sleep and a brighter day can be just around the corner. Number 5, believing it's too late to change. One of the most harmful beliefs that quietly shortens life is the idea that change is only for the young. It's a myth that creeps in silently. Why bother now? Or, at my age, it's too late to make a difference. But here's the truth. That belief ages you far more than your actual years ever could. Scientific studies show that the brain can continue forming new neural connections well into your 80s and 90s. This is called neuroplasticity, and it means your brain is still capable of learning, adapting, and growing right now. The same goes for your muscles, your heart, and your emotional resilience. The danger isn't your age. The danger is giving up on growth. When you believe it's too late, you're less likely to take a walk, try new food, meet new people, or stretch your mind. That lack of stimulation slowly reduces your quality of life, and your health follows. But the good news? You only need to start small. Try something simple. Switch up your routine. Take a different route on your walk. Try Tai Chi or gardening. Read a book from a genre you've never explored. Start with one positive change that excites you, even a little. That tiny spark of curiosity can light up entire new parts of your brain and body. And remember, change doesn't have to be dramatic. It just has to be intentional. Look at Thomas, who picked up painting at 82. Or Maria, who began strength training at 76 and now helps her grandkids lift groceries. These changes weren't just physical, they gave them purpose, confidence, and joy. You may not control the number of years ahead, but you do control how alive you feel in each one. It's not too late to start something. It's too important not to, because the moment you decide to grow again, at any age, that's when life begins to bloom all over again. Let's take a deep breath for a moment. We've just talked about some important and maybe even emotional topics, things like loneliness, regret, the power of sleep, and that sneaky voice in your head that says, it's too late. But here's the truth that often gets lost in the noise. You are still here, still growing, still capable of joy, change, and connection. Aging is not about disappearing into the background. It's about discovering a quieter kind of strength, a wisdom earned from years of living, loving, and learning. The choices you make today, even the small ones, can shape the quality of your life for years to come. So let's recap those 5 unexpected reasons that can quietly shorten life after 80, and more importantly, how to fight back with kindness, courage, and self-care. 1. Loneliness isn't just a feeling. It's a health risk. Stay connected. Call someone. Join a group. Make conversation, even if it feels awkward at first. Lack of purpose can weaken the spirit. Do something that makes you feel useful, big or small. Help others, create, learn, or teach. 3. Regret weighs more than we realize. Forgive yourself. Reach out. Let go. You deserve peace of mind, not punishment. 4. Sleep isn't a luxury. It's a lifeline. Treat your sleep like a treasure. Create good habits and honor your body's need to rest and recover. 5. It's never too late to change, unless you believe it is. Ignore the too old myth. Try something new. Your story isn't over. It's still being written. You've come through decades of ups and downs, joys and heartbreaks, successes and mistakes. You've raised families, survived losses, seen the world change in unimaginable ways, and through it all, you've kept going. So please, never underestimate how much life is still left in you. Maybe it's not about living to 100. Maybe it's about making this year, this day, a little brighter, a little healthier, and a little more meaningful than the one before. If you've been wondering, is it too late for me? Let me be the first to say, no, it's never too late. If you found this video helpful, comforting, or inspiring in any way, I'd love for you to give it a thumbs up, subscribe, and share it with a friend or loved one. Together, let's build a community where older adults support each other, lift each other up, and keep proving that aging doesn't mean fading, it means rising in a different, powerful way. Stay safe, stay strong, and stay kind to yourself. See you in the next video.